Right now I have some little injury. I can train, I can't play. And this is one of the most frustrating things a footballer go through. But being injured doesn't mean that you stop improving. So today I'm giving you the 6 things that personally doing right now to keep my developing in my football career. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I do, I study the game, football game, like never before. When you can play, you have something that most footballer doesn't have, and it's time. And the best thing you can do when you have a free time is study the game at a level you never have before. Most football players I know, they just watch football for some entertainment. And they watch the goals, the highlights, I don't know, the 1v1s, the creative skills and all these things. But watching football and studying football is the two different things. Literally, when you study the football, you pick one player in your position and watch everything they do. When you study, pick one player in your position and watch him, how he play. Not just when they have a ball, but especially when they don't have. How do they move to create spaces? How do they position themselves before ball arrives? What they do immediately after they just losing possession? And literally it costs you nothing. Okay, time. But you have time for this to improve yourself. And I give you some tips that I use. Grab some pen, notebook, or whatever you want. Write some very simple 2 or 3 specific things that you want to applying when you are back. I have a lot of friends that when they are injured, they just literally stop working on themselves. They just figure out that if I can't do some football training, there is no point, literally. And that's one of the biggest mistakes you can do when you are injured. A knee injury doesn't stop your upper body. A shoulder doesn't stop your legs, literally. Just very simple. Find something that you literally can do and go after it with the same intensity you bring to the pitch. Right now I have a little knee injury, so I train upper body and core. The strong core means you have better balance on the pitch and also better stability on the ball. The strong upper body means that you are harder to push off the ball. And these things are a real improvement to your game that you can build right now, literally. Go out and work out. But before any exercise, go to your doctor, go to your physio and ask him what you can do. This is very important. A re-injury doesn't just stop you down. It can set you back for months. And this is the big one. And I think that the most underrated thing of entire list. Football is at least 15% only about mentality. How many players actually spend time training their mind? Almost none. We train our feet, our fitness, our technical skills, but the mental side gets completely ignored. Use this time to read some sports psychology or some mindset books. And then there's the visualization. This sounds literally like very simple, but the science behind this is very real. When you mentally rehearse a skills or some, I don't know, situation in a detail, your brain acts the same neural pathway as when you physically do something. You are literally training your brain even when you don't move. Seeing myself on the pitch or some specific movement or some specific situation. Every night before you are going to sleep, sit on your bed for 5 to 10 minutes and just visualizing some situation in your head. This one sounds obviously, but I'm shocked how many players just ignore their nutrition and sleep when they are injured. Here is the reality. Your body heals during the rest. Sleep is when your body repairs tissues or reduce inflammation and reduce soreness and damage. When you literally sleep 5 to 6 hours per day, you are just slowing your recovery. And nutrition matters just as much as sleep. Protein is essential for repair tissues in your body. I mean, when you eat some fish, I don't know, some really good thing, and also help you to anti-inflammate. And none of these are complicated, but few players literally do it consistently. The players who recover faster are these ones who take their sleep and nutrition very seriously. So aim like 7 to 8 hours of sleep and eat enough protein, avoid some junk food while you are recovering. And one of the hardest parts when you are injured and nobody really talks about it, it is the feeling of disconnection from teams, from the games, from training, and you are just watching footballs like everybody play and you don't play. And the dangerous thing about the injury is when your player just start to pull away. They just stop coming to training because it's painful to watch. They distance themselves from teammates. And by the time they recover physically, they are already lost something mentally that takes even longer to rebuild. So show up, even when you can't participate. Watch some training, watch their games, support the teammates. The players who came back with the same hunger and fire are the ones who never Just let injury disconnect them from the game they love. Okay, and when you are injured, you have finally time for the other things you love, your hobbies. The stuff you always push it aside because of training, and I genuinely think you should use it. Whatever it is, from music, gaming, drawing, cooking, creating content, whatever, just make fire in you. Go after it and don't just feel guilty about it. A footballer who is only footballer is fragile. If your entire identity is tied to one thing and that thing just can take you away from football, it just can break you. What is your hobby outside of football? Drop it in the comments. So these are 6 things that I personally do right now when I'm injured. And if you're going through the same thing, I wish you the best. Study the game, train what you can, work on your mental side of your game, sleep and eat good, stay connected to your teammates, and don't forget to live your life outside of football. And if you use this time right, you might come back as better player than you were before. And that's what I'm working toward. So give a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.